going to go on to now. It's Man City versus Brighton. Man City obviously cannot. That's right. The extra C was like Man City versus Brighton. Man City minus 550, -2 at +110. Brighton plus 1500 on the back of winning both trips to North London. They beat Arsenal, they beat Spurs, and now they go to Man City. Man City team total over 2.5. I think Man City really put them to the sword here because Brighton have got to sit back. Over 3 is +105. Stinch, Man City score 3. It's plus money at 105. I can see this being 3-0, 3-1.
Yeah, Man City tend to put Brighton to the sword, to be honest, when they play them. I think they've scored 4 or more on 4 of the last 6 matches, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that happen. But I just think it's impossible to know what we're going to get with this Brighton team, isn't it? Like, none of us would have saw them going to both Arsenal and Spurs back-to-back.
No, I bet Arsenal and Spurs in both of them games. I need shooting.
Exactly. After Brighton, I think they went 7 games without scoring a goal. So you just don't know what you're going to get with the Brighton side. I think Pep Guardiola likes playing Brighton because they do play quite expansive. He likes the fact that they, leave space in behind, which is perfect for City's sort of fast attack. So, yeah, trying to side with Man City in some way. Maybe you could do Man City half-time, full-time, around about -140. 9 of City's last 10 victories against Brighton have come this way, which kind of I alluded to before about them liking playing Brighton. But maybe it's safer if you were to take the team total at over 2.5. But as I say, they've had 3 even harder games than Liverpool. You think that they had to play Atletico away, which was a bit of a bloodbath in the end. And I think the knock-on effect we saw on Saturday afternoon with the rotation that Pep did, because I think because of a few of the injuries and tiredness. So actual fact, it might be more of a professional approach from Man City, just, maybe a sort of 2-0 win. You think they could be coming into this game actually in second in the league, so maybe there'll be a bit more pressure on them, whereas Brighton, seems to be embracing the freedom that the mid-table mediocrity brings. So yeah, I think there's a number of ways this game could play out, but there's just not a number that I kind of want to attack based on the current lines and prices.
Marco Hill, do we fancy Man City win by 2 clear goals, in which case -2 is a free hit at +110? But the way that these two are going to set up, I mean, normally we say, okay, we're going to get plus money about a team not scoring or the other team keeping a clean sheet. But in this case, we're getting +130 for Brighton to score.
Yeah, it's a big price, and to be honest, I'm never really in the business to try and get teams to overcome a really big handicap or score a load of goals, particularly against a team like Brighton, because they are, for all their negatives, they are remarkably resilient, particularly when playing away from home. They've only lost 3 times away all season in the Premier League, which is brilliant. They're unbeaten in trips to Anfield, Stamford Bridge, the Emirates and Tottenham. So I do think they can be competitive. I think they'll be buoyed by those 2 recent results against Arsenal and Spurs. Potter's been talking about how they started taking their chances after that long streak of scoring 1 goal from around 110 shots, and variance has worked in their favour a little bit, but it worked against them in previous months too. So against Tottenham, it was the first time in 14 months away from home that they've reduced their opponents to 0 shots on target. So they aren't difficult to open up, and they showed against Spurs as well, but they can be physical, confrontational, and they do enjoy the aggressive side of the game as well. So they will be quite happy to kind of unsettle Man City in that low block. So I think City obviously will win this game. You never really want to oppose them, but I think after the week or 2 that City have had, they do need a bit of a freshen up really, and I don't think this is an easy kind of one-sided game as much as the market suggests. So there's no props on the website just yet, but if City to win under 4.5 goals was at a reasonable price, I'll probably look at that, just because there's so many different combinations you can have on side and still be pro City. I don't think Brighton will be slaughtered by any stretch.
So much good stuff come out of both your mouths. But the big one, the biggest thing that I've just latched onto, and obviously I've already committed, is that they may well be second when this game kicks off. I expect them to be in second place. And that means that there's going to be nothing other than pedal to the metal. They've got to go and produce. There's none of that 1-0 business, because you know what VAR's like, a breakaway, a deflection, and then obviously it's done. It's like, oh my God, you've gone from being 1 point clear to 2 points behind, to staying behind. So I think Man City, the more you look at it, look at half time, full time, look at Man City, maybe minus 1.5 and give up a bit of juice, because the -2 was at plus money. Let's have a little look at the official picks. I've got Man City team total over 2.5 plus 105. I think Man City score 3 times, and I'm getting plus money for they could run right. And remember, Brighton have had tough games, even though they've come out on the right side of them. I think this might be just one step too far.